just add a little color to the conversation. In my opinion, it really depends on who you ask. Who are you asking? Are you asking the individuals who have benefited from affirmative action over the last several decades? Or are you asking a larger portion of population who never received those intended benefits? I always saw affirmative action, as I see a lot of things across our country, not just in the space of higher education, but in criminal justice reform as well, as more of an idea than an action, a real action, more of an appetizer than a full meal, because not enough individuals are benefiting from or did benefit from affirmative action, and then the Supreme Court, the high courts took it away. So again, it just really depends sometimes on who you ask. Has it been a success, or how much of a success has it been? I do think that it has created these type of containers that we're in tonight, these type of spaces that we're in tonight, to have thoughtful discussion about what we can do ourselves within our own power, within our own right, within our own institutions, to make sure that affirmative action remains alive. How do I define affirmative action? As making sure that everyone receives an invitation. Answer the question as it relates to how students will be impacted by this. I see it two ways. I see institutions who was originally structured and built on these racial lines are likely going to be in a hurry to get back to old business. And I think the students who attend those type of institutions will certainly receive a higher education, will certainly pursue and likely access a degree, but then go into a space with that degree, go into the world with that degree, go into a career with that degree, and struggle when it comes to cultural tolerance, acceptance, and when it comes to understanding the complexities of our collective humanity. I think those students will have a difficult time after their degree. But for those institutions who, like Salvi, who said, we're going to find creative ways to do more and to work this out, those students will, again, obtain a higher education, a degree that will take them into a space in the world, but also they'll take with them the unique experience of having cultural opportunities on campus, having moments where you all are better understanding of how to navigate in that world where everybody really is different. Your school may be similar, but the world is super diverse out there, and those careers that you're going to take that degree into, I just think the student is going to be in a better position to have had a culture experience when we're talking about diversity, equity, inclusion, but as Victoria said, from a holistic perspective, not just from a few limited points of view. What are some of the things, what are the alternatives to affirmative action and looking at that? Well, everything I said kind of set that question in play. And then much of what we talked about today as well, sometimes we are in a hurry to get back to what was never really working in the first place. And I see this as an opportunity when we're talking about alternatives. I see it as an opportunity to look at the clay in our hand and see what else we can build. Something new, something different, something better, something that actually works for the multitude and masses, and not just for the select few.